I am making a North Korean chicken and rice dish called Bahn. I have no idea what that means either. But
Cool.
it's spicy, it's hearty, it's comforting, and it's Jason's favorite when he was a little boy. First, hold on. We are going to make a broth because this dish is like yukgaejang, if you know what that is. It's a spicy beef soup and rice dish, but instead of beef, we're using chicken. So, we need a big pot, and we're going to prepare for the broth. Now, to make broth, we're gonna use an onion, celery, carrots, and add some garlic, and green onions. We're just gonna put the tips in the ends because we don't wanna waste anything. All right, so let's start with carrots. I have carrot ends that I had prepped some carrots earlier, and instead of throwing these away, I saved it in a Ziploc so I can add it to my soup. We're gonna add more carrots. So what I do is just add the ends of the carrots, because you know what? I am going to use this part for other things. So just put that in there instead of throwing them away. If you like your carrots peeled, you can peel them and add the peels in here too. Aren't these cute? These are for my imperfect food delivery because they're so tiny. How cute those are. For the celery, I don't like wasting any parts of the celery. So you know the ends where you would normally just throw them away? Just throw them in there. Oh, by the way, this is all thoroughly washed. So even this part, well, this part kind of is a little bit icky, so we'll throw that away. But all this is perfectly great for broth. Why waste it? No need to waste it. Okay, we have carrots, celery, and then these green onions that I'm going to use later. But I'm going to add all these little end pieces in here because no reason to waste these either. And you don't normally use those. And the end, so I can put that in there. Then a whole onion, bigger the better. And I don't throw the skin away or throw any of this away, just wash it thoroughly, and then you can just stick the whole thing in there. Because it's all about not wasting anything. See all that goodness? Throw that in there. And then garlic. Okay, so normally I buy garlic from Costco, but for this I'm going to. No need to peel it. If you're gonna put it in a broth, I do like to smush it. Okay, so veggies that are just your messy veggie. Okay, so after all that, you want to put your whole chicken. You can use chicken legs, chicken thighs, any parts of the chicken. You can use chicken cut up, but I think a whole chicken adds way better flavor to the broth. So stick that in there. Gross. All right, so you stick that in there, and now we're gonna add water. My advice is to put the water just below where the chicken is, because if you add more, you'll have a lighter broth, and I want mine to be really strong flavored. Turn it on high, wait till it comes to a roaring boil. I boil for about 8 minutes, then I turn it down on low for about 45 minutes to an hour. When the veggies are really soft and done and you get some good flavors, then you know you're done. Okay? Okay, so it's boiling, so I'm going to reduce it to a simmer. And I didn't say this earlier, but add some salt, but not too much salt because we are going to season the chicken afterwards and you don't want it salty. And less salt is always better. And you can always add salt more later. So yeah, so now I'm going to simmer it, covered, for, let's do 45 minutes. And then we'll take another look-see. So after simmering for about 45 minutes, you can see how the meat has kind of taken a, what is it called? Separated from the leg. That's tells you it's done. And then you can see all the vegetables are all soft, and now you got a nice kind of brownish broth in here. So carefully take that off the stove. We have to take the chicken out, then we have to strain everything. Whatever you need. What tools do you need? It's super hot.
I'm just lifting it out, putting it in here.
Wait. Yeah. Nice. Yes. Let it drip out. Boy. So if you cook it too long, the meat will separate, it'll fall apart, but I think we did it perfectly. Oh, look at that. How cute. Okay, then you can turn it over. This is the weirdest chicken. I'm not used to saying that. Let's go. All right, let's let that cool. Once it's all cool, we need to take all the meat off the bones. We are going to strain all that good stuff. Boy. Okay, all that out.
Happy Father's Day.
Salate.
Salute. What's salute? Salate? That's what you're saying.
Salate.
Prost! It's going. It's recording.
This is Jason's daddy, and he is my chicken shredder. So when it's all cool, it still could be kind of hot. He's gonna take all the meat off the bones, and you're gonna get that one, not that one. And then separate it from the chicken and the icky, not icky. That's the chicken. The chicken goes in that one. What you can do, sometimes what I do is with the bones, you can make a bone stock. Like you can put it back into the actual soup and cook it down even more to make the broth even more flavorful. But in this case, we're hungry, we're gonna not do that. Good job, Jason.
Are you gonna mention the size of the chicken pieces?
What do you mean?
Like,
How big should they be? Hold, show the camera.
Oh, honey, show them. So all this goodness, I think I'm going to put back in the soup because as I'm warming up the broth, extra flavor will come out. So to this, we're going to add fresh green onions or scallions, if you prefer, and fresh crushed garlic, a little bit of sugar, soy sauce, sesame seeds, and this is what you really need. Korean, it's not really Korean, it's
chili flakes?
chili flakes. Okay, that's a lot of green onions, but I love green onions and I think it adds lots of good flavor. And you really do need that many, or you need fresh. I tried making it without it and it's no good. All right, and fresh garlic. Let's do, these are kind of small, so 4?
5, I like it.
Okay, but you know what will happen if you burp afterwards? Bad. And then you crush the heck out of it. Everyone, do you have a good crusher?
I have a crusher.
This one, I don't know where I got it. It is the best.
It's always a pain in the butt to clean that.
No, not really. But really, this one is the very best. Okay, so we have garlic, green onions, and from that, on top of that, I'm gonna add a little bit of sugar. I really should use organic, but this is just regular. That's about a tablespoon, a little less than a tablespoon. Yeah. Or it's Father's Day after all. Then I will do, let's do the pepper. And if you can add, I would say this is about, that's about a tablespoon. And if you want it super spicy, you can add more. And then let's do the soy sauce. Gosh, how much is that, you think, Jason? I don't know.
2 tablespoons.
Now remember, I did not overly salt the broth, so you can make this a little saltier. honestly, I'd rather just add the salt later than oversalt this and oversalt the broth and have everything too salty. And then here's some toasted and crushed sesame seeds that you get at the Korean market. Do American markets sell this?
Yeah.
And then again, it's up to you. Just sprinkle it all over. And let's do some black pepper. Now you can add salt to this, and then your chicken will remain lighter color, because if you add too much soy, everything will be too dark. So we will add just a little bit, like a pinch of salt. Okay, and we like to use our hands to mix everything. And I get these gloves. And you know, if you let this sit in the fridge a little bit, the flavors will blend better. Which is normally what I do. I would make this earlier and you guys would eat it later in the day. Okay, so that's all done. You also have to make a pot of rice. Hopefully you've done that. And shall we start layering?
Yeah.
Get a big bowl. Gotta put rice on the bottom. This is a brown rice blend. And then what I like to do is add the chicken on top of it. Oops. This is like the yukijang, right? Totally.
Mm-hmm.
There. And a little more. And then, we will put, got a little skin in there. I gotta take that out. Oh yeah. And voila, you have North Korean chicken and rice soup that's spicy, warm, and really comforting. Bon appetit.
It's good. We might need a little more. We might need a little more salt.
Yeah, salt.
I like it like this, but.
I know, I like it like too. I think you shouldn't add any more. What was it?
Doesn't need a little salt, but
Yeah,
it's good.
but it's still satisfying, right? And then you know what? If you add more salt, you're just gonna get bloated. This is cold.
Okay.